Aloha! This video is coming to you from the beautiful island of Maui, where I am spending my birthday week here and I'm really happy. I don't have a topic to talk about this week, so I just decided to set the camera up and see what is gonna come forth. So in my previous video, I talked about conflict, inner conflict, and I shared a personal story with you, my journey about standing up for myself and saying that I don't want to be a doctor to my dad. And in every culture, in every family, there are always certain amount of expectations, I feel, that our parents always put upon us. And then we're told to live out these expectations. And if we do, and if we don't, that is how our worth is measured. That's how our intelligence is measured. That's how who we are as a person is measured. And so from an early age, we're already receiving signals of, yes, you're a good girl, or no, you're not a good girl. And that becomes the programming. So what happens is, as we grow older, what other people have told us about ourselves determines the image we have of ourselves. So if your whole entire life you've been in a very negative, in a very volatile, in a very hostile, low vibe environment, you're gonna notice that you're gonna have a very low vibe energy to you. And that's where I was. And for me, I could do nothing that would make me feel good. I always felt like shit. I never felt good. I was constantly miserable, mopey, depressed, complaining. I don't think I was fun to be around. I didn't really have many friends, and I just remember myself complaining a lot and looking through the lens of like, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong. But that was the environment that I was in a lot. And at the same exact time, the image of myself that I learned was someone who is stupid, someone who can't do anything, someone who's useless. And so my self-image was built upon that, and I had really low self-esteem. And over the years, it consumed me to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. So I was depressed and I was suicidal. I didn't want to live anymore and I wanted to kill myself. And the reason I'm sharing all this with you is because we all have a story. We all have this mess. And I say that our mess becomes our message. Whatever it is that you find yourself in this messy situation, messy place in your life with yourself, for me that was depression, that was suicidal, that was wanting to not live anymore, having no friends, having no support system, and having no one to tell me that they believed in me, really helped me to, today I look back, really helped me to kind of take life by the horns and say there's got to be a better way. And I think that's where my motivation and inspiration comes from. I know the opposite extreme of what happens to us when we live this very depressed, low vibe life, and because I know that, it creates so much contrast in my life experience that I want to know the complete opposite of that, which is high vibe living, happiness, love, and just complete awe and appreciation of your life. And I do live like that today, but the journey from that depression and that suicide, that gloom that I felt, into where I am today, where it's like sunny and bright in my world, was a long journey. And it's a journey of inner work and inner transformation, and really committing ourselves to understand that it's not about the results out here, it's about becoming a better version of myself. And I always ask myself this question: what would the best version of me do right now? If that means if I'm in a situation where I'm having an argument with someone, if I am talking to someone, if I am upset by someone, I always ask myself, what would the best version of me do? How would she handle this? And I always like to refer to that because it allows me to choose love. Because the best version of me is a very loving, kind, and amazing person who always runs on love, and everything that she does and everything that she's doing is fueled by love, is powered by love, and it's powered with soul and intention. And that helps me really in my day-to-day life. If I'm having a bad day, I always ask myself, what can I do right now that would make me feel good? And what would the best version of me do right now that will allow me to feel good? And I always do something and it always makes me feel better. So I don't know what this video is. It's like all over the place. If you got something out of this video, please give it a thumbs up and tell me today something that you can do that your best version of you will do. Does that mean meditating for 5 minutes every day? If that means taking walks with your dog, that means having a self-care practice, like taking yourself to yoga class every week. What can you do to tap into your authentic best version of yourself? Because it's in there. It's just we have to go from here to here, and it's the stretch, it's this journey, and that's where I come in as a life coach. I help people go from here to here and go on this journey together. And I always like to say that the cave that you fear holds a treasure that you seek, but a life coach holds your hand and walks in the cave with you and realizes that all the fears, all the emotions, and all the turmoil you are going through, you have someone to share this with, someone who can be a guide like a flashlight and shine awareness, and you'll realize that there's this beautiful treasure waiting for you, yours to have, if you just will do a little bit of work and go within and help yourself heal. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you have a beautiful, blissed out day. Sat Nam.